Hello and welcome to Spark Freedom. I am currently just outside of Bryce Canyon on some national forest land. See, this is my view out here. Very beautiful spot. Closest people are a couple hundred feet that way, just over that hill. In the last episode, I went to Capitol Reef, spent a couple hours in there. That was a lot of fun. Did a hike and had a walk and stuff. So if you haven't seen that one, go ahead and check that video out. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dominic Treviglino. I started in North Carolina, and I am currently in Utah, near Bryce Canyon. I converted my 2016 Chevy Spark into a car camper in order to accomplish this trip. And so far I've made it, I think, around 2,000 miles if you went straight to home from here. But actually, I have just under, let me get it so there's no glare, just under 4,000 miles on my tripometer, which I started at home. So I also have a link to the original build video. I'll put that in the description, so if you want to start from the beginning of my series, that's where you can go check it out. But it's such a nice day out. It's a little bit breezy. That's why I wanted to film outside, but it's a little bit breezy, so that would have messed with the camera a little bit. So I'm hoping it's not windy in Bryce Canyon, but we shall see. Without further ado, I guess I'm gonna start driving there. I'm only about 15 minutes away, so it's gonna be a very short drive. I parked here yesterday, got some editing work done, so I guess without further ado, let's head to Bryce Canyon. Alright, I have made it to the visitor center. Didn't do any filming or anything in there. It is super hectic, and as you can see, parking is a mess. But I have the Bryce Canyon map itself to add to my collection, and then I also have a trail map. So I'm going to go find some viewpoints, look into the canyons, and then maybe a little bit we will pick out a trail to go down. Okay, I've stopped at the first viewpoint that I'm going to stop at on this trip to see the canyon. This one is called Sunset Point. So let's go take a look at the canyon. It's crazy how quickly the canyon turns back into forest. Like, you'd have no idea that there's actually a canyon only 50 feet behind me. It's very windy out on the rim, so I didn't do all too much talking. Plus there's a lot of people. But let's go check out a couple more viewpoints. And then I think I'm gonna hike this one trail called Swamp Canyon. It's a 4-mile hike that looked interesting to me, but we shall see. Okay, I'm just pulling up to my next viewpoint. This one is called Viewpoint, I believe. It's a little less busy, that's good. Some of those viewpoints are super busy, like you can't even park at them. Alright, I have just parked at Viewpoint, or Farview. I think, yeah, it's Viewpoint, that's how you say it. And that sign over there says that I am currently at 8,819 feet. Wow. Feeling it a little bit. And I'm up here. I can have a feeling that right there, that view is going to be absolutely fantastic. So let's, I guess, get out of the car and I will go look at that viewpoint. It might be a little windy, so I might not be able to do much talking at the viewpoint, but we shall see. I see it. Goodness, I can see forever. I see mountains and ridges all the way out there, barely on the horizon. And everywhere there's a shadow is all covered in snow. I mean, this view is just spectacular. It makes everything look so small, so far away. Those trees almost look like blades of grass. And the wind's calmed down a tiny bit, as you can probably hear. So I've got a nice view. It's right about 60 degrees, so it's not really uncomfortable here right now. But I am super high up. This is the highest I've been on the trip so far. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple pictures for the Instagram and then head on to the next point. And I think I'm gonna go to Rainbow Point, which is at 9,115 feet of elevation. So going even higher by like 400-ish feet. I have made it to the end of the line, or the end of the road, I guess you could say, at Rainbow Point. It is extremely windy. You can see all the trees moving. I am currently sitting at 9,115 feet elevation, so this is definitely the highest I've been on the trip so far. I don't know how long that's gonna stay for, because I think I do eventually plan on going north more, so we shall see. But for now, let's go look at this view. Absolutely beautiful view. I think the viewpoint that I was at was somewhere right over there. Whew, it is a little chilly up here, just a little bit. Not too bad. And super windy, as I'm sure you can hear. Okay, there's actually a trail up here that I'm going to do. It is the Bristol Cone Loop Trail. It's about a mile trail, but I am currently running back to the car to grab water, an extra battery for the camera, and a jacket. So I will get back on that trail. I saw a sign back up there that if you're gonna hike this during the winter, you either need like snowshoes or like cross-country skis or something like that. So I'm sure they get a good amount of snow up here. I mean, I'm sure they get a lot of snow in the surrounding region too, but I can't imagine how much snow sits on top of this mountain when it's actually like really cold out. Alright, I have made it back to the car, and I've been looking all through the trail map, and I think I'm going to do the Queens Garden / Navajo Loop combined trail, so it combines both the trails, and that'll bring me back down to like the cliffs and amphitheater portion of Bryce Canyon. So I'm going to head back down the road. It's absolutely beautiful up here. I'm glad I came all the way up here. But I have a 3-mile hike ahead of me, so I will see you all at the trailhead. I've arrived at the trailhead for Queen's Garden. I've decided that I'm just going to do the Queen's Garden portion, just there and back to the bottom. It is kind of later in the day, so it is only going to get dark in about 2-ish hours. Plus it's very windy, and as you can see, the sky is changing a bit, so I thought I'd at least just do this part to actually go into the canyon a bit. And even now that the sun is behind clouds and stuff, it still looks beautiful out here. So many different shades of yellow and orange all throughout the rocks. And I think right there is Rainbow Point, where I was earlier, I think. It's like an actual maze down here. This is so, it looks like you could easily get lost in there if there were no trails. Oh look, I'm gonna walk through a little rock hole thing. Yes, I'm just going through it right now. That's really cool. Another hole in the rock to walk through. These are so cool. I wonder what they cut them with. And right kind of up there past that though is the trailhead we started at. Alright, another change of plans, because it really took no time at all to get down to the end of the Queen's Garden portion of the trail, so I guess I'm just gonna go all the way to Sunset Point, which is right up there. Alright, here comes the hard part, but also, look at this. Going right between them. And what I mean by the hard part is, I got all these stairs, or switchbacks that I now have to go up, so this is going to be one of the more difficult parts of the trek. Down's the easy part. Almost there. Top is right there, so I got a couple more switchbacks to go. But I mean, I've already done a lot. There's where I just came out of. Almost. Almost at the top, but I found another really cool little point. Looks like I can just look through this rock right here and see a view of the other side. So let's see what it looks like over there. Oh. A lot of wind going through right here, but this is a nice view. You can see around to some of the higher viewpoints up there. And then the like rim trail right there. So this looks really sweet. So right back there is where the trail ended, and right there is where the trail started. Doesn't feel that far once you're walking on the top of the canyon, but you can see all the trails way down in there, all the white lines going through the canyon. So I'm gonna head back to the car, and then I think I'm gonna start heading out. Had a lot of fun today. It's absolutely beautiful out. It's just starting to get dark and cloudy, so I'm glad that it stayed nice while I was here. Alright, I have made it back to the car. Luckily there's still some light out, so I've got about a half an hour before it gets dark. And I have a new sticker to put on the board. So here's the new sticker. I really like this one. This looks super cool. It says Bryce Canyon National Park on it, and it's got a picture of an old car. But anyway, where should I put this one? Don't think it fits there. I think I'm gonna put it right here. That looks like a good spot for it. Alright, actually placed that one perfectly. There we go. There's a new sticker out on the board. This is really starting to fill up now. Now normally this is where I would end the video, right after placing on the stickers, usually the last thing I do. But this is kind of my Utah National Park finale video, because I'm pretty sure that Zion is the last park that I will be going to, or the last national park that I'll be going to in Utah. That's the next place that I'm going. So I thought I'll do it a little bit differently and continue this video all the way through to Zion. So the next step, since you're now along for the ride the whole way to Zion with me, which is like an hour and a half, I need to find camping for the night. I would have gone all the way to like camp outside of Zion, but I know that by the time that I get there, it'll be dark out, and I don't like scoping out campsites at night if I can help it. So I think I'm gonna head back to the spot we were at this morning, and then spend the night there, do some editing work, get one of my videos that I'm working on right now just about, if not done, and then tomorrow or the next day, it might be the next day because tomorrow I think the weather's supposed to be bad, either or, it doesn't really matter. I will be heading over to Zion and checking that out. So let's go find our spot for the night. Okay, so it's starting to get dark out, and as you can hear, it's a little bit windy, but here is home for the night. Somebody was taking up the spot that I was in the other night, so that was fine though. I got this spot with a view now. So this one is just a little bit off that main dirt road back there in this little loop. So I've kind of got this whole place to myself, and the closest people are right on the other side of that hill. So I am going to get ready for the night, and then I will see you all tomorrow as I head towards Zion. Good morning and welcome to day 2. I am going to be leaving Bryce Canyon. I'm looking at my atlas right now, and heading towards Zion, which is an hour and a half away basically. Here is the view from outside. It is extremely windy out, so I'll show you a couple shots from outside without audio, but as you can see, it looks a lot nicer in the daytime. So yeah, also I wanted to show you that when you're not driving your car camper, because you really don't have much space, every space that normally would be used to drive becomes storage. So I've got a Bible and a book sitting on top of the steering wheel right there, and then under there where my feet would be, I've got my food bins, and the seat's got my backpack and stuff on it. So you need to really become what is the word I'm looking for? I guess smart with how you place things when you're not driving, because otherwise the clutter in here can get insane. It's definitely interesting walking into a Walmart, picking up a drink this big and being like, can I take this with me? Will this fit in my car? But it's fun too. It forces you to be a little bit more logic based in your decisions. Like, you can't just walk into a store and be like, oh, I want that, I'll take that with me. And if you are like that, then it has to be like really small things, like I want a singular soda or something like that. So yeah, a little insight into spending time or living in the car. But now I'm gonna start making my way towards Zion, and I will see you all over there. made it into Zion. Took a long time sitting at the gate, but finally got in here. And the view changes instantaneously, and now I'm surrounded by red rock. Goodness, these Red Rock Mountains are absolutely humongous. Look at that. I mean, even with the like kind of darkness from the clouds, it still looks absolutely beautiful. All right, I made it to the visitor center, but as you can see, the weather has turned. It is now raining. So I looked at the weather. It is going to be nice tomorrow. My hair is a mess. It's going to be nice tomorrow. So today we're just going to look at some viewpoints, and then I'll find a spot to camp. Originally I was going to be on the other side of Zion, but I think I'm going to go this way now because the gate is easier to get to or get through. So the entrance gate right here has like 3 entrances, where the other one only had like 1 or 2, and one of them was close. So that way took forever. So, and there was a spot back there that I was going to look at, but anyway, I'm just going on and on. Looking at viewpoints today, camping that way, hike tomorrow. That's what we're going to do. So let's go look at some viewpoints, and then hopefully tomorrow will be nice, not windy, and I will get to do some hiking. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm walking to the visitor center shuttle bus station so that I can go see the scenic like route through the canyons and stuff here at Zion, because during shuttle season you can't drive through some areas of the canyon. So let's get to the bus station, but as you can see, it is really raining. This reminds me a lot of like a Red Rock version of Yosemite, if that makes sense. Just super high cliffs in every direction. This view is absolutely just fantastic. It's amazing. It doesn't even look real how massive these Red Rock Mountains are. Alright, I'm heading back down to the bus stop. That view is fantastic. I have a feeling that they're gonna get even better from here, but let us continue. Oh, turkeys. Goodness. I just got to the last stop on the bus line. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce the name. I'll put it on the screen there. And the views here, again, just like everywhere in the park, absolutely surrounded by massive red rock walls. So, let's go on a little walk. So this trail also leads to the Narrows. I might have done them, but they are sadly closed, and I talked to a ranger and they will be closed for at least a couple weeks, they said. So that one is not going to happen. I will look into what hike I'm going to be doing tomorrow, but for now, just wanted to take a little walk and ride the bus a little bit and look at some of these amazing views. Okay, I made it to the end of the Riverwalk, and then I think this is where the Narrows begin, if they were open. So you can see the water's really moving though. But I'm gonna head back now. I guess one more look at this amazing canyon wall view. And then I'm gonna head back to the car, find a place to camp, and then tomorrow we shall do a hike. Hopefully the weather will be a lot better than this. Alright, welcome back to day 2 of Zion. I am all ready. I got my backpack and everything on. I'm ready for a hike. I have to go back to the bus though in order to get to stop 6 because I'm going to hike one or more of the emerald pools. I haven't decided which one, like the upper, middle, or lower one yet. So let's get on the bus and start heading that way. So you can see it's beautiful out now, but it is very windy. You got room? Thank you. Appreciate it. Alright, so I'm going up towards the emerald pools, and I think I'm going to go to the upper one and then maybe visit the other 2 after that, depending on how I feel. But look at the view from where I'm sitting. Absolutely beautiful. So I will see you all down the trail. Alright, I've made it to the upper emerald pools. Ooh.
Like that, like what?
Alright, that was the upper pool, and now I'm going to the middle pool, and then finally I'll wrap around to the lower one. Okay, I think I made it to the middle one, the middle emerald pool. There's no signage or anything for it, so it was kind of difficult to find, but I actually ended up being right next to it when I made that part about going to find the emerald, or the middle pool. So here it is. It leads off of a sandstone ledge, which I think falls straight into the lower one. So I'm going to continue around the trail, and then it's going to be bringing me down, and then I will catch up with you at the lower pool. Walking right on the edge of a cliff. I tend to end up doing that one way or another, whether it's Bryce Canyon or the Grand Canyon, Arches. I always end up on some sort of cliff edge with certain doom at the bottom. But so the middle one is right there, and then it falls into the lower one, and in order to get to the lower one I either have to go back the way I came and right down there, or continue this way. So I like pushing forward, so I'm going to continue on the way I haven't been so far. But look at this view there. Oh, slightly winded up here. There is the main river right there that cuts through everything. But when I was walking along yesterday, when I was going towards where they have the like Needles Trail begin, so I'm a couple stops before that. That was stop 9. This is all stop 6, but I walked back a little bit and I'm in front of stop 5, which is the lodge. And here's the lower pool, and there's the waterfall which comes straight from the middle pool we were just at. Falls straight down. I can feel water hitting me every once in a while. It comes straight down this wall and then into the lower pool right there. Super cool. And then all of this feeds into the river that we were at way down there. Alright, and that was all 3 of the pools. I just used that waterfall to slick my hair back a little bit, because why not? There's also another waterfall coming up right there. And then I guess I will head back to the bus stop and decide where I'm going to be going from there. I might do one of the trails around there, or I might look on the map and see what other trails are offered. So let's take a look at this waterfall and then start heading back. Alright, so I'm back on the other side of the river, I guess, by the bus stop over there. And I can actually see, I think that's Angel's Landing right there. Sadly, I didn't get a pass for it. I tried to, but I was not selected for that. That's a raffle to go up there. But it is what it is, though. Hopefully one day I'll come back and do it. So next thing I'm gonna do is take the bus back to the car, and then I think the last trail I'm gonna do is on the opposite side of the big tunnel that we went through, and it's an overlook trail that's about a mile long that shows all those canyons that we drove through earlier, so that'll be really cool. It is getting kind of later in the day, so I don't really have a lot of time to do a massive hike. I can see people up there at Angel's Landing every once in a while. I really wish I would have got the raffle slot for that, but it is what it is. Sadly didn't get it. But anyway, I'm gonna make my way back to the car, and then I will see you all as I go to the east side of the tunnel and start that hike. That is a far drop. They've got all these fences built right here. Would not want to end up down there. Made it. Made it to the top, and look at this absolutely beautiful view. First of all, right there is one of the windows into the tunnel, and the tunnel goes all the way and comes out right there. And I can see all the way down the stretch of road And the Welcome Center is right on the other side of that. I'm sorry, I know my sitting position is getting sketchier and sketchier every time I show myself. Don't want to go that way. Okay, I think I've seen enough. I'm gonna head back to the car, so I'll see you there. Alrighty, I'm back at the car, and I am back at the visitor center for Zion. I have the board in front of me, and I'm ready to put the new sticker on. Here is the sticker that I bought. I really liked the look of this one. But something even cooler is this sticker means that I have visited all of the 5 national parks in Utah, because I have, so in order, I went to, I think it was Canyonlands, Arches, Capitol Reef, Bryce Canyon, and now Zion. So let's go ahead and put this sticker on the board. I think I wanted to put it right here in this corner, but it only fits like here, so I'll have to get a smaller sticker to put there. But I'm gonna put my Zion sticker right there, right next to Bryce Canyon. So give me 1 second and I will put that on the board. Alrighty, I have put it on the board, and there we go. There's Zion. It fits perfectly right there. I just need either 1 or 2 smaller stickers to fit right here, and I will have completed this board. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. In the next episode, I'm going to be heading over to like the Hoover Dam in Vegas is the plan right now. That might change. I'll put a note right here if it does. Thanks for watching this one. This episode's probably going to come out a little bit longer because I did 2 of the national parks in 1 episode. But I also just wanted to show like me going to the park and stuff. Just, you know, shake it up a little bit. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.